The merchants of Corsair awoke to the sounds of aggravated shouting and the raised voices of Black Regent officials swarming the docks of Blackshore Port. Apparently, a Regent officer had been inspecting the latest shipment of marked goods when he was accidentally knocked off the docks and into the water. His body had been recovered by a group of fishermen ordered to abandon their catch and assist. To their horror, there was very little of the man left to reclaim. A steaming, charred husk was all that remained of the man, once he was dragged back aboard the Regent vessel. Through all the confusion, the fisherman's catch had also fallen into the water. The net and all its contents had blackened and rotted upon contact with the sea below. Now the docks of Blackshore Port were frantic with panic, as the merchants and sailors began to push one another out of the way to escape the uncertainty of the tides that morning. Chaos ensued, resulting in more loss of assets and men. What had been a thriving trade port, bustling with the sound of cargo being transported and the steady chatter of negotiations, was now a graveyard of rotting fish and spoiled goods. The salt in the air carried the scent of decay, the lifeblood of commerce now reduced to a stagnant ruin. Horace Ravenswood stood upon the docks, his gloved fingers tightened around the grip of his polished cane as he surveyed the wreckage before him. The markets, once overflowing with resources extracted from the depths, now began to empty. The Black Regent had long ruled these seas, its grip unyielding. Yet now, an unseen enemy threatened its dominion.
"Captain,"
a weary official murmured, approaching with a bowed head.
"It's happening. It's exactly like they reported in the southern quarter, not 3 days ago, when our fleet vanished. Across all major trade routes, the waters darken, the catches rot before they can be stored. But this is something else."
Ravenswood did not respond immediately. He exhaled through his nose, the slow calculation behind his gaze betraying his rage. Then, with a measured calm, he spoke.
"Silence them."
His words cut through the air like a blade. The official shuddered.
"Silence who, Captain?" "I don't make a habit of repeating myself, but considering the circumstances, I will make an exception."
Ravenswood turned sharply, his presence commanding silence from the rest of the gathering Regent officers.
"We do not bow to superstition. Already citizens are describing this as a judgment from the gods. We made certain to eradicate that myth. This is no phantom. This is something else to be reminded of its place. Silence them. Rumor will not spread of these incidents, and I will not tolerate unrest pointed in the direction of the Regent. Anyone found to have leaked this information further to the public, I will gladly impress upon them the severity of the consequences myself."
"What are your orders, Captain?" The official hardly got these words out as Ravenswood met his eyes with a penetrating stare.
"This is the opportunity we have been looking for. The Purge mandate will be put into effect immediately." "Are you sure the circumstances allow—" "We've cultivated the circumstances that allow, yes, Officer Marlos. Now cease your contradictory tone and carry out your orders, before I place you in the very same circumstances as all the marauders I am about to integrate into your very ranks with the disappearance of our southern fleet. We require resources. Every pirate, smuggler, and outlaw currently wanted or imprisoned will have their ships seized, their goods reappropriated, and if deemed useful, conscripted into the Black Regent. Do I make myself clear?"
Without another word, each man began to exact what they'd been commanded to enforce, beginning with the island of Corsair itself.